It's the D.L. Hughley Show. So prosecutors in the murder of Anthony Brown Jr. in Elizabeth City, North Carolina, have decided not to prosecute the police officer. This follows a pattern, a fairly consistent pattern, where there will be a videotape. We will not be allowed to see it. In this case, Anthony Brown Jr.'s case, the family has been allowed to see 18 minutes of roughly a 2-hour tape. In Ahmaud Arbery, he was three prosecutors said there was nothing to see here. Now those three men not only have been charged by the state, once we saw the video, not only have those three men been charged by the state, they are federally charged, federal crimes. So first you didn't see anything, and now you see something. If you look at what happened to George Floyd, originally the mayor of Minneapolis came out and said those officers committed murder and they need to be arrested. The prosecutor the next day said there was nothing indictable there. Uprising started. Now those two men, one of those men is facing 40 years plus a federal indictment. And those other three officers are facing a case plus federal indictments. The bottom line is that they don't move till we see things. We see things. It's not what they see, it is what we see. It's an interesting thing. I saw it on my Instagram. There is a series of young white people who have done TikToks, and they were talking about their implicit biases. They were admitted to them and talking about all the things, all the ways they manifest themselves. And one of the most important ways that they manifest themselves in our lives is not just banking, it's not just housing, it's not just medicine, it's not just insurance. It is in the judicial system, particularly, because those biases work their way in. The Dred Scott decision meant that no white man that black people didn't have any rights that a white guy is to respect. And I think a lot of that happens right now. It isn't that they see it, it is that we see it. And we will know how far we've become when just witness testimony and science is enough to convict somebody. Because to do that, you have to give black people the benefit of the doubt of being human. You have to say, this, despite their skin color, and my ideas of what that means this. It means that somebody did something wrong to them and they need to be held accountable. Implied immunity means that whatever a police officer does is really a variation, in my estimation, of the Dred Scott decision, that people do not have an idea, they're not inclined to have to respect the rights of black people. And not only do they not respect it, we give them a pass. We say, we don't know what's in their head. What if what was in their head was animus and hate and rancor and bias? They get a pass for that too. The bottom line is, we have these videos not for their own personal enjoyment, and I've said this ad nauseum. It is so that we can see. It is so that in North Carolina it's particularly egregious, because then they have the judge has to say that they can see it. It ain't for the judge. It's not for the police department. It is for the people to have a level of assurance that the citizens are being policed properly. Properly. It isn't for your own edification. You notice how fast we get to see a video when they feel like it exonerates them? Even if you look at what happened to Ahmaud Arbery, the defense attorney of the men accused of killing Ahmaud Arbery showed the video that then got his clients indicted, because he thought America would see a black dude getting killed and go, oh, wait, it's nothing to see here. It requires something that this country has never done. It requires America to give black people the benefit of the doubt. It requires them to believe us and to believe in our humanity. To say that this minus everything means that these people are human. When they were talking on my Instagram, these series of white people were talking about their biases. They were talking about what they were inclined to do and believe. And one of the things they didn't believe inherently is that they believe that we are somehow less than, that we are somehow inferior. I have a new granddaughter, and I had a lot of feelings because I've been a parent for a very long time. I remember I was filled with the same kinds of things, hope and gratefulness. I was grateful that I had children. I was hopeful for them. I was pride, but I was proud of them. The one thing that I could not put my finger on until I saw my granddaughter's face is fear. Every day, all the time. It is our constant companion, because we fear what happened to Anthony Brown Jr. is going to happen to one of our children, and then no one is going to have to answer for. People have family crests, beautiful family crests. I don't care who you are in this country. If you are a black person, one of the things that is your constant companion is fear. fear that someone will take someone away from you, because ultimately they do not see them as human or worthy of life. That's what bias leads to. That's a little note from the GED section. We've got the Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It's the D.L. Hughley Show.